From translation, Net New English Translation. This 260 day of the year. Today we are reading passages Daniel 7 to 9. Daniel chapter 7 verses 1 to 28. In the first year of Belshazzar king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream, and visions came into his mind as he was on his bed. Then he wrote down the dream, and a summary of the events appeared to him. Daniel said, "In my vision during the night I saw, there were the four winds of heaven churning up the great sea. Four enormous beasts came up from the sea. Each one was different from the others. The first was like a lion with the wings of an eagle. I watched as its wings were pulled off, and it was lifted up from the ground and made to stand on 2 feet like a human. It was also given a human mind. A second beast appeared, resembling a bear. It rose up from the earth, and it had 2 teeth in its mouth like a lion. It devoured and crushed, and left whatever was not destroyed in its claws. After that I watched as another beast appeared, like a leopard. It had 4 bird-like wings on its back and 4 heads. Dominion was given to it. After that, in my vision during the night, I saw a 4th beast, terrifying, dreadful, and very strong. It had large iron teeth and bronze claws. It devoured and crushed, and left whatever was not destroyed in its claws. As I was contemplating the horns, another horn appeared, a little one coming up among them. The 3 horns that stood in front of it were plucked out by its roots, and there were no other horns left standing. This horn had eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth that spoke boastful things. I watched until thrones were set in place, and one who was Ancient of Days took his seat. His attire was white and radiant. A crown of gold was on his head. His throne was ablaze with fire, and its wheels were a burning fire. A river of fire was streaming forth from his presence. Thousands and thousands were serving him, and 10,000 times 10,000 were standing before him. The court sat, and the books were opened. I watched in horror because of what I saw. The little horn which spoke boastful things was victorious over the saints and the time until the Ancient of Days arrived, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. The regular burnt offering was taken away, and the temple stood desolate for a half-week. The people of the strong will be scattered, and many of them will fall in the dust of the earth. I saw in the vision during the night. One like a son of man was coming with the clouds of heaven. He approached the Ancient of Days and was presented before him. To him was given dominion, glory, and kingship, so that all people, nations, and languages would serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that will not pass away, and his kingship will not be destroyed. As for me, Daniel, my spirit was distressed within me, and the visions that came into my mind terrified me. I approached one of those who was standing by and asked him for an explanation about all this. What is the meaning of these things? These large beasts, which are 4 in number, represent 4 kingdoms that will arise from the earth. The saints of the Most High will receive and maintain their kingship, however. Then I wanted to understand the meaning of the 10th horn, and the other horn that had appeared, the one that had plucked out 3 horns, the one that had eyes and a mouth that spoke boastful things, and whose appearance was stronger than its companions. And the one about the horn that had plucked out 3 horns, that horn was a 4th kingdom on earth, which will be different from all the other kingdoms, and it will devour and crush the whole earth. The horn was making war with the saints, and overpowering them until the Ancient of Days arrived, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. Then the time arrived, and the saints took possession of the kingdom. He said to me, "The 4th beast will be a 4th kingdom on earth, which will be different from all the other kingdoms. It will devour and crush the whole earth and trample it down. The 10 horns are 10 kings from this kingdom. Another king will arise after them, but he will be different from the earlier ones. He will subdue 3 kings. He will speak words against the Most High. He will harass the saints of the Most High and attempt to change their times and their law. So the saints will be given into his hand for a time, times, and a half a time. But the court will convene, and his power will be taken away, an overwhelming destruction. The kingdom, dominion, and greatness of all the kingdoms under heaven will be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Their kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. All dominions will serve and obey them." This is the conclusion of the account. As for me, Daniel, my thoughts terrified me greatly, and my face turned pale. But I kept the account in my heart. Daniel chapter 8, verses 1 to 27. In the 3rd year of King Belshazzar's reign, a vision appeared to me, Daniel, after the one that had appeared to me previously. In the vision I saw myself, standing in Susa the capital, which is in the province of Elam. In the vision I saw myself by the Ulai river. I raised my eyes and saw, there was a ram which had 2 long horns, one of which was longer than the other. I watched as the ram attacked the west, north, and south. No animal could stand against it, and there was no deliverance from its power. It did whatever it pleased and grew great. As I was contemplating this, a male goat was coming from the west across the surface of the entire earth. He did not touch the ground. The goat came to the 2-horned ram I had seen standing by the Ulai river, and he ran at him with a mighty surge of anger. I watched as it approached the ram and was enraged at it and struck the ram and broke its 2 horns. The ram did not have the strength to resist it. The male goat grew great, but at the height of his power, his large horn was broken. 4 horns grew up in its place, 4 prominent horns pointing in the 4 cardinal directions. From one of them came a little horn, but it grew in strength. It extended its root in southern Israel. It also lifted up itself to be as high as the commander of the army, and it took away the daily sacrifice from him, and his place was thrown down. Because of wickedness, the army was handed over to it. It tossed aside truth and was successful in its actions. Then I heard a holy one speaking. Another one said to that particular one, "How long will the vision last, concerning the daily sacrifice and the rebellion of desolation, as the host and holy place are trampled?" And he said to him, "For 2300 evening and morning rites, then the sanctuary will be cleansed." When I, Daniel, had seen the vision and was seeking to understand its meaning, suddenly there was standing before me someone who looked like a man. Then I heard a human voice coming from the Ulai. It called out and said, "Gabriel, explain the vision to this man." Then he came near where I stood. When he came, I felt terrified and fell prostrate. But he said to me, "Stand up, son of man, for I am about to give you vital information." Then when he spoke to me, I was fallen into a trance with my face to the ground, but he touched me and set me upright. Then he said, "Look, I am making known to you what shall happen in the latter time of indignation, for it refers to the final appointed time. The ram with 2 horns represents the kings of Media and Persia. The male goat is the king of Greece, and the large horn on its forehead is the first king. The horn being broken and the 4 that grew up in its place are 4 kings that will arise from his nation, though they are not as powerful as he. Toward the end of their reign, when the transgressors have fully measured out the scope of their rebellion, a king will arise with harsh demeanor. His power will be great, but not as great as that of the earlier king. He will be successful in his attack, and accomplish great things, and crush the powerful, the people of the saints. Because of his cunning, he will succeed in his deceitful plans. He will become great and take action against the mighty, along with the people of the saints. The vision of the evenings and mornings which you have been told is reliable, but seal up the vision, for it refers to many days in the future. Then I, Daniel, was exhausted and ill. I got up and went about the king's business, but I was disheartened by the vision and did not understand its meaning. Daniel chapter 9, verses 1 to 27. In the first year of Darius, son of Ahasuerus, who was of Median descent, and had gained the throne of the realm of the Chaldeans in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, was studying the books, specifically, the number of years that had passed since the verb of the Lord to the prophet Jeremiah, that Israel's desolation would last 70 years. So I turned my attention to prayer and entreaty, seeking the Lord, the God of heavens. I began to pray to the Lord my God, making a confession, saying, "Lord, great and awesome God, who keeps his covenant and graciousness with those who love him and obey his commands. We have sinned and committed evil, acting wickedly and rebelling against you and your commands. We have not listened to your servants, the prophets, who spoke in your name to our kings, our princes, and our ancestors, and to all the people of the land. Lord, you are just, but Lord, we have opened shame on our faces, because we have sinned against you. O Lord, we have brought shame on our country, we have made it uninhabitable and scattered its inhabitants. We know that from the moment it pleased you to create us, until now you have dealt with us cruelly, and in keeping with your judgments. Yet the Lord our God has shown us his grace despite all this devastation. For he has left us a remnant, and has given us a secure foothold in his holy place. Thus our God has brightened our eyes, and has brought us out of the misery that had overwhelmed us under his guidance. We have not obeyed the Lord our God by living according to his laws, which he set before us through his servants the prophets. All Israel has broken your law and turned away, refusing to obey you. The curse written in the law of Moses, your servant, has been poured down on us because we have sinned against you. You have acted in keeping with your judgments, O Lord. All your righteous acts have been done, yet you have caused us to be punished severely. Just as it is written in the law of Moses, all this devastation has come upon us. Yet we have not tried to appease you by offering sacrifices to you, by asking forgiveness, or by keeping your commandments. The Lord vigilantly watched over the disaster to bring it on us. For the Lord our God is righteous in all he does, yet we have not obeyed him. Now, O Lord our God, who brought your people out of the land of Egypt with great power, and made for yourself a name renowned to this day, we have sinned, we have acted wickedly. O Lord, in keeping with your righteous judgments, I pray that your anger and your rage may subside now, so that your city Jerusalem, your holy mountain, may be partially redeemed. Now therefore, O our God, listen to the prayer of your servant and his pleas for mercy. For your sake, O Lord, look with favor on your desolate sanctuary. My God, listen carefully. Pay attention, O Lord. Do not ignore my pleas for help. You pay attention to those who are devoted to you, but not to those who do not follow you. O Lord, listen. O Lord, forgive. O Lord, pay attention and act. For the sake of you and your city, Jerusalem, may your people know you, may we experience your salvation. While I was praying and confessing my sin and the sin of my people Israel, making my plea to the Lord my God concerning his holy mountain, yes, while I was speaking in prayer, the man Gabriel, whom I had seen earlier in a vision, came to me in my extreme weariness about the time of the evening offerings. He explained to me, saying, Daniel, I have now come to impart understanding to you. At the beginning of your requests for mercy, I responded and came to tell you, for you are greatly valued in the eyes of God. So hear this message and understand the vision. 70 weeks have been decreed concerning your people and your holy city, to put an end to rebellion, to stop sin, to atone for wickedness, to bring in everlasting righteousness, to seal up vision and prophecy, and to anoint a most holy one. So know and understand this. From the issuing of the command to restore and rebuild Jerusalem until an anointed one, a leader, comes, there will be a period of 7 weeks and 62 weeks. It will be rebuilt with plazas and a moat, but in distressful times. After the 62 weeks, an anointed one will be cut off and have nothing. As for the city and the sanctuary, the people of the coming prince will destroy them. The end will come in a flood. Until the end there will be war. These things have been decreed. He will confirm a covenant with many for 1 week, but in the middle of the week he will bring one of them to sacrifice. Then for the rest of the week, the wickedness of desertion will be on a poured-out flood, and desolation will follow that decision.